Two players walk toward each other at the center of the pitch. One has just scored. The other has just missed. For one of them, it is the greatest night of their life. For the other, it is the worst. And only 12 yards separated the two. This is how the biggest games on Earth often end. Not with a brilliant goal or a perfect move, but with a single kick, taken alone, in a silence so loud you can hear it. And here is the strange part. Almost nobody thinks it's fair. So let's follow the logic for a second. Two teams play for 90 minutes, then 30 more. They run until their legs stop working, and at the end of all of it, the score is level. Nobody has won. By the rules of the game itself, these two teams are equal. So what do? You could play forever. You could replay the match next week. For most of football's history, that's exactly what happened. But these days, there are flights to catch, stadiums booked for the next match, a billion people watching at once. The game cannot just keep going, so someone has to lose. And the question becomes, how do you choose who? In 1970, the people who write football's rules landed on an answer: line the players up, let them shoot one at a time from 12 yards, with only the goalkeeper to beat. 5 kicks each, and whoever has scored more wins. It took until 1982 for one to decide a World Cup match. Since then, it has decided some of the biggest games the sport has ever seen, and on paper, it looks fair. Same distance, same ball, same lonely walk for everyone. But the moment you look closer, the cracks appear, because a penalty isn't really a test of who's the better team. From 12 yards, with no defender in the way, the shooter is supposed to score. The goalkeeper is guessing. So a shootout doesn't measure skill so much as it measures nerve. Who can keep their hands from shaking when the whole world is holding its breath? And then there's the order. The teams take turns, one kick each. But that means one team always shoots first, and the other is always answering, always chasing, always taking that walk knowing a miss could end everything right now. For years, people believed that pressure tilted the whole thing. One famous study claimed the team going first won around 60% of the time. The advantage felt obvious. Football even trialed a new order to fix it, letting teams take turns in pairs to even out the pressure. But when researchers gathered thousands more shootouts, the edge started to shrink, and in the biggest studies, it nearly vanished. The truth is messier than the legend. The coin toss for who shoots first might matter a little, or it might barely matter at all, which leaves us with an uncomfortable answer. The fairest way football has found to break a tie is also one of the cruelest. It hands a result that two teams couldn't earn over 2 hours to a contest that can be over in 2 minutes. So why does the sport keep using it? Because there is no perfect way to separate two teams who refuse to be separated. Every alternative is slower, or messier, or even more random. The shootout is football admitting something honest. Sometimes two sides really are equal, and someone still has to go home. And that's the secret hiding inside the cruelty. The shootout doesn't pretend the loser was worse. It only asks who can stand on that spot, alone, and not break. That walk to the penalty spot isn't a flaw in the game. It's the game asking the hardest question it knows how to ask. Now you know.